Now, well done, Dan, because that's the first time you've prepped our technology and audio prior to the show beginning. So
Are you
well done.
serious?
Well done.
It's quite offensive.
You've been very lazy in the past.
Oh, my
and
God.
I agree with Ox.
Jeez.
Welcome to the Assembled Media Bar.
Well done.
And let me tell you, I'm in a drinking mood. And I don't
Really?
say that too often,
No, you
mate.
don't.
I am in, I reckon I could have 15 shandies and then a bourbon and Coke.
Well,
that's how I'm feeling.
Well, I tell you now, Killer Kim has just delivered off a couple of shandies. So thank you, Kim.
Yeah, Kim, she's a star, isn't she?
Well, she's the light of the office, really. She's actually the backbone of the office.
You know, wherever she goes, and some people have this gift.
Called a halo?
No.
Oh.
No, she's not an angel. Although she's on the way to being an
Yeah,
angel.
she's halfway.
But she has the ability to light up a room.
Yep.
Just because of her happiness.
What's
She's
the opposite-
always happy.
What's the opposite of a Dracula?
Opposite of a Dracula.
Yeah.
She gives blood. She doesn't take it. She doesn't take blood. She gives blood. So well done, Kim.
You guys give blood?
No, I haven't.
You give blood?
I have in the past.
I couldn't
Yeah.
because I went to. I think I was a part of that England thing.
Yeah.
Oh, the mad cow thing.
I was there in '95 and '96.
Yes.
So
Just on,
not the worst of the mad cow.
Mad cow.
just on that. What's the state in America that's very religious?
Texas?
No, Utah.
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 So in Utah, right? In Utah, there's a big college. I forgot the name of the college, but if you go there, you can make $300 a week giving blood and giving sperm.
At the same time?
Well, if you want, you can probably go from one room to the next. It is the college. It's one of the greatest rorts of all time. All the kids are onto it, and they just know that because it's a small population. Because in Utah they don't, it's so religious. They don't believe
Because they're all Mormons.
They don't believe in that stuff.
Yep.
Then you can literally give blood once a week, and because it's really valuable, you can give blood once a week. You can give some sperm twice a week.
Really?
And make a bomb over there. Just a stack of cash
So $300 a week for. I'm just thinking about it.
for your bodily fluids.
I've dropped about 150K to waste.
What's 300?
That's 15 grand. That's 15 grand a year.
15. You can make $15,000 a year. Well, how many pesos is that? Australian pesos.
Oh, that's
about
about
40,000 Australian pesos. The way we're going.
Jeez.
Honestly.
All right, I've got to start up.
Anyway.
I've got to start getting more inventive.
Well, do we get money here for giving blood?
No. Well, I give blood every 12 weeks. And yeah.
What blood type are you?
I'm I don't know, garden variety, whatever that is. Like
AO, negative, positive, whatever it is.
The super common one. Yeah. Well, I had to because my dad had hemochromatosis, which is like an iron excess thing. So I don't have it, but I'm at risk of it, so I've got to give blood a little more often.
Hang on, you've got excess iron.
Yeah. And it can be quite dangerous if you don't keep it under control.
So you're magnetic.
Well,
it's your magnetic
maybe.
personality.
I thought, hey, here's an idea. I thought about so hemochromatosis is the disease.
Yeah.
I thought about starting up a Facebook group called the Hemochronies. What do you think?
That's not silly.
Yeah, it sounds all right.
You can only join if you have hemochromatosis.
You've got to have a good name. No matter what happens in this world, if you start a business, if you start a group, if you start anything, the name is the key, and you're not going to believe this. I'm sitting across from the man who has this ability.
Oh, yeah.
He has
That's not
got
an easy one. That's not an easy one to come
The
up with.
hemochronies. That's very
Hemochronies not
good.
bad.
I've got to trademark that.
Yeah, you should.
Hey, I saw a movie with Lubbock, Texas in it the other day.
Which one?
Hell or High Water.
Gee, that's the second movie you've told me about that's got Lubbock Tech.
Wow.
The other one was Texas Tech, and what was that show?
That was...
The one where everyone's getting killed.
Yeah. I forget.
And he's a podcaster.
Yeah.
And Texas Tech are right in the middle of it.
Well, just talking about giving blood and doing all that, Michael Klim's been front and square about having issions and needs to have blood transplants.
Yeah,
so
poor bugger.
We hope
We love Clemmy.
We hope Climmy's well.
Remember we had him on a sports program. We had him on, and I said, our next guest all the way from London is Michael Klim.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, mate, I'm in Elwood. Our producer said, the London Olympics were on. The producer said, Clemmy's doing all right, beauty. This is a good deal. He's over there.
And then he had a business which was called Milk.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Klim spelled backwards.
Clever name.
That's
very,
right.
very good.
That's right. Didn't he marry a Balinese princess?
Balinese.
Balinese.
You say Balinese?
I did say Balinese.
They're from Balinese. I wouldn't call them princesses.
Is there a Bowen princess down there?
There's a few.
There must be a couple.
There's a few floating around.
I bet there's a few that think they're princesses.
Self-anointed princesses.
I bet there are.
They're all lovely people down Bowenheads way. Now, you might remember on our last episode, Marko.
Yeah. Now, I need an update, please, on the secret teller.
All right.
Because, mate, that would have rocked Bowenheads. Rocked it to its core.
It did, and it'd be fair to say that person has done nothing but apologise since.
Good.
Not once, not twice, not thrice, but a lot of times. In fact, I would say, Marko, to the point of grovelling.
Oh, nice.
It's a grovel. In fact, if I asked a favour of him right now, if I said, "Can I borrow your car for the next 6 weeks?"
He'd say yes.
No problem, but just wait. Let me fill it up first. Like that sort of grovelling.
Let me wipe down the interior.
So it's amazing. It's amazing the power of the podcast.
I wasn't here last week, but I heard it and I was worried. I was thinking, gee, there's trouble in paradise.
It could have blown up everything.
Tell me this. If you'd said it without the podcast, would it have had the same power?
No.
So he's listened to the podcast and
he's also been told by multiple other people who put 2 and 2 together and got 5.
Yes.
And they've worked it out that it's him, and now he's in the fetal position.
Oh, nice.
Grovel.
That's good.
And I'll let him sit on it for a while too before I actually welcome him back into the fold and actually say, mate, it's okay.
There's nothing worse than a secret teller in your group.
No.
There's not much worse than that.
No.
I mean, it
so
can
I know
really
with you,
hurt things.
I know with you, for example, and you're going to have 15 shandies today, right? Once you get to shandy 6,
no, mate, don't tell me a thing.
Anything that is worth telling you, don't say it.
I actually make an effort to start spreading secrets.
Yeah, you do.
That I've just been to. If someone tells me a secret, so I'm 2 shandies in.
Yeah.
You won't believe it's true. I'm 2 or 3 shandies in. Ox my car to me and go, hey, don't tell anybody. All right, don't tell anybody. But this is happening at Melbourne. I go, all right, no worries. 1 shandy later, I'll make an effort, and I don't know.
Tweet it out. I've tweeted it out before. He's tweeted information before he goes, I don't want to say nothing, but this is what I've heard.
But I'm upfront about it. I say, don't tell me a thing.
Yeah.
Don't tell me a thing. Remember Robbo? Robbo used to come into our show as well, Mark Robinson.
He goes, right.
And I would say, don't tell.
Go into silence.
I'd say, no, mate, don't tell me.
Don't tell.
I'll leave the room. Could we?
And he'd leave. He'd walk out the room.
Actually, don't tell me, mate, if it's that big.
And then he'd come in and say, Andrew Dimitro's leaving. The Marko would come back in and say, you've finished? Yep, no worries. Right. What was said? No, nothing.
Yeah, good.
And that would stay a secret.
That
would stay a secret.
That story last week about Mark Harvey texting him was very funny.
And the phone was down. Yeah, there's been a
poor
few.
Bastard.
Hey, you've got a few. Can we still be friends?
Yeah, I have.
Mate, look at the way he changes. I mean, this is serious.
He looked like a wet dog then, just with the eyes. Ooh.
I went to a barbecue the other day. It was actually, I was camping and we had a barbecue catch up. And one of the blokes who's got some tats and, he's a normal bloke.
Well, what sort of tats are they? Like bikey tats? Or
he's probably got...
Are they artistic tats? Or are they... I love my wife tats.
No.
What category
they're more
do these
tough.
tats go into?
So one arm's got like New Zealand artwork, so it's like the Maori.
Yeah.
And then he's got some tigers and that on his chest and back. And
does he have Maori heritage?
No. No.
Hang on.
And the funny thing was,
he's appropriating.
He said to me, I've been asked at pubs and that, am I Maori? And he goes, no. And the look that he gets. Yeah. Because if you're non-Maori and get Maori tattoos, that's like, it's almost like fraud.
Yeah.
Right? So, and he goes, when I was choosing it, he goes, I just like the pattern. So I just got the pattern. Anyway, so he's got all this. Rocks up to the barbecue, and he's a pretty tough bloke. Right. He's not, rides a Harley. Yeah. So he's pretty tough. Yeah. He rocks up to a barbecue in sandals.
Jesus Sandals?
Yes, Jesus Sandals.
Birkenstocks?
So nothing cool.
No, Jesus Sandals.
Not thongs, not the, what do you call them?
Birkenstocks.
Not them.
Not Crocs.
Jesus Sandals.
Jesus Sandals. Can we still be friends?
No. No,
I think sandals.
Not slides.
No, not slides. Not flip flops. None of that.
Jesus sandals. Like little babies wear.
Yeah,
like they've got the back on the back Achilles.
The back Achilles part and the flip over the top.
Oh.
So
Please.
Can we still be friends with anybody over the age of 30 who's wearing Jesus sandals?
No, over the age of 3. No.
How bad are they?
No, you got to rip them off at that party. If you've got a mate who turns up in Jesus sandals and you all look at each other and go, let's go those sandals, that's okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. And I'd have a bonfire and dance around like wild people.
I was actually going to throw them in the bonfire.
Yeah, you should.
Because they
throw them in the barbecue.
But they don't look good. And for people over 30...
There's the bloke with the Maori tats.
Yes.
So he's got Maori tats and Jesus sandals.
Yes.
Oh, mate.
For people over 30, they don't normally have good feet either. Like, feet get worse with age.
Has he got big hairy toes?
Of course he has. It's just horrible.
Shave your toes,
He's got tattoos just above the Jesus strap.
Shave your toes?
Just above the Jesus strap.
Yes.
No one shaves their toes.
Mate,
They do.
If you've got disgustingly hairy toes...
Or near them.
And you're a thong wearer...
Yep.
Then you've got it's a courtesy, common courtesy to shave your toes.
Yep.
Well, otherwise you'll get what's your mate? Was it Hunter, your mate, who went up to the nose thing?
Yes.
He'll be doing it on toes next.
That's right. You just walk up and rip your hair out off your toe.
And the other one, can we still be friends? So that's a definite no. That's a definite
Hang
no.
on, before you
from the
move
same
on,
barbecue.
Before you move on from the tats,
Yes.
you reminded me of a tats story. where we used to work in the old days, there was a 7-Eleven across the road. And we all used to go over there and, on the hot days, you'd get a Slurpee or before you go on there, you'd get a drink or something or whatever. And you'd always get over there. I've moved across there one day. I'm about to, get myself a lemonade or something before we start. And there's this bloke. He's in a bintang singlet. He's sitting in the gutter. He's got no shoes on. He's got a 2-litre bottle of Coke next to him.
It wasn't Piggers.
No, it wasn't Piggers. And he's eating a sausage roll. Yeah. He's having a cigarette. He's got no body definition whatsoever. Right? None. And he's got a tattoo on his arm that says, Carpe Diem. Seize the day. So he's got a tattoo which by rights is how he wants to live his life.
He's seizing the day, all right.
Seize the day. He's sitting there like that.
Jeez.
Did he have Jesus sandals on?
No, he did. He did. But it was before iPhones. If it was, I would have taken a photo.
So good.
It was just that. It was a beautiful,
Wow.
It was a beautiful pictorial moment, and I just couldn't get it. Anyway, please go on with your next one.
The same barbecue.
Yeah.
My mate Kevy's there.
Kevy, my old caddy.
What sort of barbecue was it, by the way?
It was just a normal barbecue.
Was it like a great one from ENS or anything? Or?
No. It was actually an open, like a little bonfire thing.
Oh, okay.
Back before ENS.
Yeah.
By the way.
Oh, no. If I had the barbecue, it would have been an ENS barbecue for sure.
The
but
ENS outlet opposite IKEA on Dandenong Road.
Yep.
Yeah, that one.
So Kevy wears a hat a lot.
Yeah, I know.
But he took his hat off the other day and I said, what's going on with your hair, Kev?
Is it going all curly?
No, because Kevy's got the best locks for a bloke who's 69.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking great locks.
I'm
Beautiful
jealous.
mane of hair.
Yeah.
I said, Kev, what have you done?
What
And he looked at me like this and he goes, why? I said, your hair. And he goes, yeah. I said, the colour of it.
Oh, no.
Because he's grey. Like, he's grey.
He hasn't.
He goes, why? I said,
He hasn't.
I said, because it's blue.
What?
I said, if you put a blue rinse in it.
Oh, he has not.
I swear to God. He denied it. Like, he denied it. I said, Kev.
But it's obvious, right?
I got 3 other blokes standing there and go, Kev, your hair's blue. He goes, it's not. And we had to look.
So what went wrong?
Well, I don't know. But his hair's gone from grey to blue.
What? Hang on. Was he wearing a blue hat that was wet and there was
He's
blue dye going into his grey hair?
He's wearing a brown hat, but his hair was blue.
What's wrong? What is he? The little munchkin's gone crazy.
I think the little bloke's trying to rejuvenate his ageness.
Who was that cricketer who played for Australia?
Funky Miller.
Funky Miller.
Funky Miller.
Was it Funky Miller blue?
No, it wasn't that blue.
Was
but it was closer. It was closer to
85-year-old grandma
Yes.
from the 70s blue.
That's exactly right.
Right.
Yep.
Right. What was
It
going?
was like the Golden Girls blue.
Yes.
Yep.
What's the thinking with the blue rinse for our
don't know.
older generation back in the 70s that used to do that?
I don't know. I think might have been the only colour they had because no one was doing black.
No.
Like, you never see old grannies getting around with black hair.
No.
They're occasionally red or an auburn colour.
It's a good question. I've never thought about that, but now I think like blue. Who puts blue hair?
Blue
Unless
rinse.
you're in The Simpsons, which is totally appropriate.
A couple of places. I reckon Harvey Bay would sell a lot of blue
Yes, it
rinse.
is.
Yeah, Marge. Harvey Bay would sell a lot of blue rinse. So
Yeah.
would Yarrawonga.
Yes.
Yarrawonga's God's waiting room.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
That's where, it's a great place to go
Well,
if
you
you're elderly.
You can downsize and buy a joint up there for 100,000
Not anymore.
and live. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
How much now?
If you want to live on the lake, nothing under 1.5 million. And if you want to live in town, 800 grand.
Are you joking?
No,
For Yarrawonga.
Well, it's got everything. It's got pokies. It's got fishing. Well, I'm talking about for the older folk. Pokies,
Are you
fishing.
encouraging older people to play pokey?
No, but you can go there and have your $10 meal.
What time's the $10 bill?
Starts at 11, finishes at 2.
You get in there at 11 for lunch.
Oh, no, there's a line-up at 11.
And the line up
There
at
is
11.
a line-up at 11, and I'm telling you now, good luck. It's like the opening of the Boxing Day sales.
What time does dinner start?
It's 4. And they got a rule. They got to rule there no PJs.
I do reckon time of lunch and dinner actually is a bit of an indication of age, I reckon. My wife, Jay, and I, we found ourselves a few days ago having dinner at 5:15, and she looked at me and she said, what have we become?
It's bad, isn't it?
What have we become?
Yeah.
That is, and the other thing is too is what time you get up.
Just talking about the grey hair really quickly. My wife is going grey. I'll finish that story after this call.
Oh, that's the hotline. Hang on, let's check. Hello?
Is that Marko and Ox, is it? Is this the
Yeah.
elusive hotline?
This is not many people get the number to this hotline, Sport. Who is it?
This is Lachie, big ship from Montmorency.
Lucky.
Big ship.
The big ship. I love the big ship.
What a great
nickname.
Why they call you Big Ship?
6'10",
Oh, my gosh.
Nice.
Golly.
What are you weighing in at?
about 105, something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're skinny.
You got
Okay.
big feet, Lucky?
I've got big feet,
You know what big feet mean, don't you, Ox?
Yes, big socks.
big socks. You're taking my line away.
Right.
What do you got for us, Big Ship?
Well, I heard you the other week talk about your Crocs or something, which I don't think anyone likes, but I messaged in and said, you've got to get these things called Archies. They're thongs, and they're the greatest thing ever.
Archies.
Oh, geez, where do we get them?
They're not Jesus Sandals lookalike things, are they?
No.
God.
No, I stumbled across these in a market in Maroochydore.
Archies.
And you found a pair that fitted
I
you.
found a pair that fitted me. So
What
it's always
size?
been a lifelong hassle. I'm 16 to 17.
Archie thongs. Hang on, I'm looking this up. I'm looking this up.
I like the name because your foot's got an arch, so Archies.
That's right.
And we're talking about what's in a name at the
They
start
don't
of the
look all
program.
right. And you get them in any colour.
Oh, mate, they're good.
That's right.
$39.
$40 here.
Well, $39.95. So I'm getting them 5 cents cheaper.
Mate, look at those. Look at those.
They're good.
All right.
All right. So what, Big Ship, you recommend them highly?
Well, I used to obviously struggle to find some thongs and shoes in general. And the old flat-soled thongs, double pluggers, just used to have sore knees and hips and all that sort of stuff. And then I stumbled across these and wear them everywhere. I'm wearing them right now, actually.
Oh, mate.
Nice
Can I
one,
ask you,
Dave.
Archie, are you any way involved financially or as an investor in these things?
Absolutely not. Absolutely
I'm a
not.
bit disappointed with that. We don't mind cash for comments on this show.
We should get in
Well,
touch
I'll
with
give them
Archies.
cash for comments. They can sponsor my baseball club if they want to. There's your free cash for
All right,
comment.
which baseball club?
Doncaster Baseball.
What are they called?
Donny.
The Sharks? Like the football team? Because there's so many Sharks around Doncaster. What are they called?
The Dragons. Not too many Dragons around Doncaster
The
either.
Donny Dragons.
I like that.
The Donny
right.
Dragons.
Yeah, who's the best player at the Donny Dragons? What's his nickname?
We currently, we don't have a nickname. Oh, Louis is his nickname, but we currently have a ex-Major League pitcher called Lewis Thorpe. You
Right.
may have heard of him. Played for the Minnesota Twins. He's currently our starting pitcher as he gets ready for the Melbourne Aces season coming up shortly.
Everyone's heard of Thorpe. What are you
Thorpe.
talking about?
Mitch.
Of course we have.
He was on that other radio network once before with the breakfast show, but yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You imagine playing baseball and you're playing against the Doncaster Dragons and some bloke who played for the Minnesota Twins comes out to pitch at you. You'd be terrified.
100 mile an hour
Past your ear.
fastball straight through to the keeper.
All right.
All right, Big
Archies.
Ship. All right, you've given us something to look at there, Archie. We'll
Lachie.
sorry. Sorry, Archie. Sorry, Lachie.
That's okay, Bruce.
Big ship, you're a beauty. I'm going to buy a pair. I'm going to buy a pair of these Archies, Lock, and see how we go.
I'm buying a pair as well.
I've got a question for you, Lachie. You went to Maroochydore and you found them there, and you're from Melbourne. Did you fly to Maroochydore?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Were you in economy or business?
I was economy, but I separated myself from the wife and kids, so I had the exit row for leg room.
Nice.
Clever.
Nice.
Clever.
It'd be very hard on a plane when you're 6'10".
Yeah, that's right. Good on you, Lachie.
Yes. Thanks, boys.
Thanks,
Have a good
mate.
day.
All right, we'll put those Archies. We'll put those up on our socials.
Can we put a link to Archie's shoes?
Yeah, of course, yeah. They look good.
I've just sent a link to where you can actually buy them online, and that's going out to all of our listeners.
Great. So just hold off on buying them just for a couple of weeks, Marko.
Why?
You never know. You never know. I reckon we might be able to do
A deal.
something for Big Ship and his baseball team.
So wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great if someone like Archies or someone else, so everybody who got a hold of our hotline and got through, won a pair of Archies or whatever else?
That would be amazing.
That would be good. Yeah.
Amazing.
Anyway, all right, we'll work it out.
We're talking about, what are you talking about before? Blue hair before Lachie called.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Trish. So Trish, she's got 5 siblings in her family. She's one of them. And they're all grey. They're all white.
She one of 5 or is she?
She's one of 5.
Or is she?
And she's the youngest.
Okay.
And she's just starting to go. Darling, I hope you don't mind, but she's just starting to go.
This is very brave of you.
It is. But we've got a shared Instagram, private. And everything pops up. He writes, hot grey mums or something. So she's going ahead. And I'm telling you, some of the mums on this who are just white grey.
You know who she reminds me of?
They are hot.
Kath and Kim.
Yeah.
Prue and Trude.
Yeah,
she looks like Prue.
I'm encouraging Prue.
And Prue.
I need Prue in my life.
Yeah.
Just that white grey. I think it looks hot.
I think she looks rather, elegant.
Yeah, I think it does too.
Yeah.
Right.
Well done, Trish.
Yeah.
So let's get a breakaway because we've got a fair bit to cover off after the break.
I think someone else has got a hold of the hotline. This is unprecedented.
And not only that, we've got some video that we need you to have a look on the link because it's come in and there's some behaviour in there that would shock a few, but at the same time, we need to chat about it.
Right.
That's excellent. You're having a couple of beers with a couple of blokes. This is Ox and Marko. We'd love you to subscribe and rate us when you get a chance.
God, these shandies, mate, honestly.
You love them.
Oh, so good. And mate, this bar, ever since we got the double fridge down the bottom,
It's good,
it's very good.
but I'm not happy with the pool table.
No, the pool table's fine.
No, it's not.
The cue sticks
cues are
are,
bad.
a disgrace.
But I don't like playing pool on a... It's not a slate table.
Yeah, that's right. I know. But it's big pockets, so that kind of makes up for the non-slate table.
But that makes up for people who can't play pool.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Me and you, who can.
Who can.
It's probably a disadvantage
That's
to
right.
us who are actually good at the sport.
That's right.
And these plebs who come in and think they're okay,
Like
they've
Dan.
got pockets like hitting it into a bucket.
That's right.
Exactly.
It's embarrassing.
Anyway.
Yeah, by the way, pool's too easy for you and I.
Yeah.
We're snooker people.
Yeah, true. On a full-size table.
On a full size. That's right.
You pump up your own tyres.
Did I tell you I played
It's
with
just
Eddie
the way it
Charlton?
is, Dan.
Yeah, I played with Eddie Charlton. Eddie Charlton.
What?
Yeah, the Melbourne Footy Club got Eddie Charlton in to do a thing at the RSCV club with us. So I got to play with Eddie Charlton, and he could do stuff like he was unbelievable.
Freak.
But he signed my pool cue.
Did he?
Yeah, I bought a pool cue especially, and it cost me a couple $100 because I had a pool table at the time.
Did it have a nice little suitcase?
Yeah,
one of those?
suitcase. Yeah, undid it. So I got
So good.
2 ox. He said something like keep pocketing or something. Eddie Charlton. I love this pool cue. It was my bread and butter.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was my beautiful. Anyway, one night I'm drunk playing pool, and I threw didn't throw it. I had the pool cue there, and I just slammed it on the carpet.
Right.
And where the thing goes in, it snapped.
Oh, no.
Idiot.
So did you put it in the fire after that?
No, I tried to glue it and try to do other stuff.
Please.
But what
It's
I'm
a
going
pool cue.
I've still got it right. I've still got it. It doesn't work. So I'm going to cut the end off, and I'm just going to put the Eddie Charlton signature in a something. Oh, I was devastated.
Question for you. if Eddie Charlton brought out a range of pool cues and he needed a slogan for those pool cues, what would it be?
Yeah, this was good. This is right up his alley.
Tip to toe, here we go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to think about that one because Eddie's because he played pool and snooker, didn't he?
He did everything, mate. He could make the white ball dance.
Let me think about that.
All right, we'll come back to it.
Think about that.
Yeah.
It'll be something about the tip. It's got to be about tip and weight, yeah.
Yeah, or something about pot black even. Eddie Charlton was pot black.
Yeah,
There'd be a lot of people who wouldn't even know what we're talking about with pot black.
No.
But it was a show that came on, was it the ABC every Friday night? And you got to look at the best snooker players in the world over in, England and in Great Britain. It was just unbelievable how good that program was.
I'll come up with a slogan before the end of the show.
Great.
Now, Third Man Dan, well done, because you are the Funny Stone Videos editor. So we get a lot of videos that come in here, but this one is from your personal.
Oh, yes.
And why are you showing this to us?
So we're gonna put this video up on our link, so you'll be able to find it. But this is of you driving through your hometown of Wollongong.
No, it's not him.
Yeah.
No, it's not him
You're
driving.
not on the bike.
No, but he's filming it. Him and his wife are filming it.
No. So we're driving along. This was a couple of weekends ago.
No, you weren't filming it because you were driving.
No, I wasn't filming it. No, I was driving. My wife was filming it. So we're driving along Wollongong, up there for a family wedding.
Kind of looks like the driver was filming it to me.
No, it wasn't.
All Reggie did here.
Oh, yeah.
Couple of blokes, couple of beers. We do not lie on this podcast.
I thought I could see the steering wheel in the bottom corner. But anyway, go on.
100% could not. So we're in Wollongong for my beautiful niece Amelia's wedding. It was so great.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking, Marko, by the way. I heard you say that last week that you didn't care.
Yeah, that's right.
It's very rude.
That's okay.
Hurtful even.
No problem.
Driving along the Princes Freeway in Dapto in Wollongong, just near the Dapto Dogs.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, near there. And this dude on a motorbike's doing wheelies. He's doing a mono down, and he was doing it for about 30 seconds. We filmed about 4 seconds of it.
Evel Knievel style?
Well, he wasn't that good, but then he's kind of thrown the leg out and fanged around. He's going really fast.
Was he drunk?
No, he threw the leg out because a car came out in front of him and nearly collected him because he's been an idiot.
He was going to kick the car away,
So he pretended to kick the car.
No, he's a moron. Total moron.
And then turns left.
So Jay's filmed it. She's got about 4 seconds, 5 seconds of it. He's doing it for about 30 seconds. Yeah. And my question for you is, I don't want to be a hero, but I reported him to New South Wales Police. Hero or flog?
What the hell are you clapping for?
That's a hero status.
You're dobbing people in.
Yeah, that dobbish behaviour is because he's going to end up in a coffin.
He's going to kill someone.
He's going to save his life and save 2 kids.
It was a kid being a smart ass on a motorbike.
Yeah, and that's how death happens.
With
on a busy road.
No traffic around.
It's on the main freeway.
Let me ask you this then, Marko. Olivia, on her L's, right?
Yeah.
You're driving along and this flog's coming right at her. She's going to freak out. What are you going to do?
I'd teach Olivia to be a good driver and bowl a kid over.
Please,
I don't know what I'd do.
So you're going to flog?
So I don't think this is don't call me a hero.
Oh, no, this is hero moment right there.
This is can I still be friends with somebody who dobs in a person on a bike?
Well, guess
for
what?
doing monos.
Motorbike, by the way, not a bike, a motorbike.
Well, we might not be able to be friends because I've done it too.
You're dobbing people in as well.
Yep. I've dived.
What did you do?
So, as you know, Mark, I drive a lot.
Yeah, I know.
I do an hour and a half into town, hour and a half out to town every day. 3 hours.
Andrew Moore from Lexus of Blackbird is just so rapt about it.
I know, it's beautiful. And thank you to Andrew Moore and the team at Lexus of Blackburn. Great people. Anyway, I see a lot of clowns on the road, like a serious amount of clowns.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get passed by cars like I'm standing still.
Yeah.
And one day, 3 cars had gone past me like I was standing still.
Like whoosh.
They were so fast I couldn't even pick up what car they were.
Yeah, okay.
And I see this 4th one coming.
No.
And I thought, all right, here you go. You want to dance with the devil? Do you want to dance with the devil?
You put your indicator on?
Put my indicator on, of course I did. And he kind of swerved out, and I thought, oh, no, he's going to fish it here.
Yeah.
Anyway, he had to slow down, and it was a Mercedes-Benz AMG.
Oh.
And you know they go, they're like a speedboat.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I get his number plate.
Yeah.
And so I ring up the coppers, and I said, I just want to report a bloke I'm driving down here. He nearly killed me.
Yeah.
I think he's doing 250, which I don't know what he was doing.
Well,
but,
what was he really doing, 180?
Well, he would have been coming up to me at 200. It was that fast. I just saw these guys come up. Anyway, I dobbed him in, and I hung up from the phone. I thought, Well done, sir.
Look at you.
I was just proud as punch.
Look at both of you. You're both so proud of this.
About a week later,
Yeah.
I've driven up down the Geelong Road, up towards the Warm Ponds turnoff.
Yeah.
And there's a roundabout there. And on the roundabout, there's a big yellow wall. And I see these two kids graffitiing it.
Oh, how now?
Now this is heaven to me.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't like graffiti.
No, so I go around the roundabout.
Yeah.
And I'm coming around. I've got a car on my backside, so I pull down the window and I said, "Hey, stop graffitiing."
Yeah.
They give me the bird. I said, "Really?" So I go back around the roundabout once more. I pull over. I get out of the car, and I'm on the phone. And I start walking over them. I said, "You want to keep going?" And they bolted.
Yeah.
I said, "Bolt away." So I just followed them down. I'm in the car. I'm on the phone to the coppers. Coppers are on their way. Now I don't know if they got them, but I've got when you just walk away, and I thought, you beauty. I'm all for dobbing in idiots.
Oh, I love the graffiti stuff.
And the AMG idiot, he needs a clip.
No.
But well done to you, Dan, and that is great. The more people we dob in, the more lives we save.
Oh, I think you're both heroes.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think you are both heroic in your acts.
Thank you.
Jeez, so authentic as well.
And well done to Jay, because that was good videoing to get the kick out of the league.
Oh, that was a cracker, yeah. It was very good.
Can I bring up the new Beatles song, please? That's been out for a while
I'm
now.
so glad you have. I'm so glad you have.
I can't believe people have fallen over themselves.
It's number one in the world everywhere.
It's the Beatles, greatest band ever.
But hang on a minute, they're dead.
It's not the Beatles. It's AI.
This isn't a chip. This is an AI impersonator.
You know what it should have been? It should have been an ad for what AI is capable of.
That's right.
It shouldn't be a hit single.
This was a riff that they did. Just played a couple of tunes in the back of the in the garage, smoking weed.
Yeah.
And they go, "Oh, hang on, here's a good idea." This is Paul McCartney said, "I've got a good idea. Let's make another 50 million and put this song together using computers." That's all it is.
Yeah.
I'm not this, and I'm a Beatles fan, but I ain't getting sucked in on this one. I am not downloading it, and I'm not buying it.
So do you not like the song because you don't like the song, or because of the fact that it's got some AI components?
No, it's not the Beatles.
Well, it was a demo from them originally, though, and they just kind of added some stuff to it.
No, they changed it.
Who painted the Mona Lisa? Who was that artist? Well, who was it?
Was it Van Gogh?
Van Gogh? Was it the guy who cut his ear off?
Van Gogh. Come on.
But this is the same thing.
Well, I don't know. What, I look like an art expert?
Well, I'm not either. But let's say it might have been Michelangelo. Who knows?
Well, I think Ox is about to find out.
Well, let's say the guy cut his ear off. Okay, that's Van Gogh, wasn't it? Van Gogh.
Yeah, Van Gogh.
Okay.
Da Vinci.
Okay. We'll go back to Da Vinci, right? So if Da Vinci were in the AI world to paint a male version of the Mona Lisa.
Michael Lisa. See
what we mean? He's very good at this.
Yeah.
He's very, very good. So AI Da Vinci paints the Michael Lisa.
Yep.
That's worth 2 cents. 2 cents. Yet AI singing like John Lennon.
Yeah.
That's a hit single around the world. Please. Come on.
Please.
It's a disgrace.
We're not falling for that. We're not falling for it. I'm not buying into it. I love Paul McCartney and John and Ringo and the rest of them.
I think you've been a bit harsh. I think the song's okay, but I do take your point on the whole. I think AI it's pretty.
Well, the song's okay because they've used computers to do it.
Yeah.
But it's not like the Yellow Submarine or some of their other great hits.
Yeah.
Is it?
No, it's not. And by the way, if you've got any ideas of what the Michael Lisa should be doing.
Michael Lisa.
If you've got any ideas, just get in touch with our socials and tell us who should be the Michael Lisa and in what sort of form.
Now, we had a message.
Michael Lisa.
Michael Lisa.
It might have been Michael Jackson.
Could be.
We had a message. We had a message from Dave this week, who was listening to your story about the Sydney to Hobart yacht race.
Oh, it was a bit. I had 10 grand
The Sunfish.
The
sort
Sunfish.
of a ride. I'll never forget that stupid boat.
How big's a Sunfish? As big as this room?
Big as this table.
Oh my God!
Yeah, they're huge.
It's unlucky.
Yeah, huge.
God, you're an unlucky punter.
Now he reckons he's got a bet that it is worse than that. He said, that's what he's saying to us.
What more ridiculous?
Don't tell me you hit a whale.
I don't know what the story is.
An albino whale. It just appeared from nowhere.
Should we give him a call?
Let's give him a call.
Who is it?
His name's Dave.
All right. Write Dave down because you're prone to forgetting people's names.
Yeah, we heard that earlier.
Hello.
Dave.
G'day. How you going, boys?
G'day, mate. It's Ox and Marko here. How are we?
Yeah, good. Good. How you going?
Yeah, good. Hey, Dave, we've been alluded to a story that you're going to black dog me here. You've got a story that can beat my sunfish and my $10,000 bet on Sort of Orion. Have you had a bet that's crazier than that?
I think I have,
Right,
Ox. Going back a bit in time, it was about 2010, and I was just through one of those sporting apps, and I just found something that just reached out to me, and I thought, this is an absolute Monty here. So it's a little bit odd, but it was the Gold Logie. Who would win the Gold Logie?
Oh,
And
you having a bet on the Gold Logie?
2010. I'm just trying to rack my brain.
Bert. It would have been Bert, because Bert was good from 78 to 2015.
Now, who's the little guy from Perth? What's his name? The little
Denyer?
No, he's a Fremantle bloke. Rove. Was it Rove McManus?
McManus.
Oh, Rove. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so at this point in time, Rebecca Gibney was all the rage.
Right.
And, remember that show, Packed to the Rafters?
Yeah.
Everyone loved it. And my thought process was the only way to vote, and which was true at the time, through who's to win the Gold Logie, was to buy the TV week. And I thought, well, only women would actually buy the TV week.
Of course.
And only women would
Well
vote.
done.
So
And
I thought,
now, this is doing homework. This is doing analysis. So far, you've done a lot more than I did with the boat.
This is what punting is all about.
My tip was off Hutchie, so you've done a lot better than what I've done.
So, the market was reflective of how popular it was. So it was even money. But I just thought, this is the easiest way to double my money. And I was, a big bet for me back then was about $50 a race, so or an event. But I unloaded. I had $1,000 on it.
Oh, and what was she paying? What was Beck paying?
Even money. So I thought, here's the easiest way to
Put in
to
and
earn
take
a
out.
grand profit.
Put your 1,000 in and
Absolutely.
take $2,000 out.
Yeah.
Fishing with dynamite. It was going to be that easy. Anyway, a few weeks later, she come into $1.30, and then into I think $1.20. And I said, money doesn't lie. I'm absolutely home here.
You didn't lay off. You wouldn't need to lay off.
Didn't need to lay off. It was just a Monty.
Yeah.
And Facebook, obviously, it was well and truly around then. But then I saw this thing on social media, and there was a bunch of idiots that decided to get behind another person, because I found out that was the first year that you could actually vote online, not just via the TV week.
Oh, no.
And there was these bunch of knuckleheads that were right behind Ray Maher at the time.
Ray Maher?
Alf Stewart.
Who the hell's Ray Maher?
He's off home and away.
Who?
Alf.
He's the flaming
old bloke.
Flaming mongrel guy.
Flaming
The old
mongrel.
bloke?
Yes.
Flaming mongrel.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's it.
No.
Anyway, so I looked at the odds, and I don't know, the old Alf Stewart had a bit of a cult following. So leading into the big night, I looked at the market, and Ray Maher had come in from $12 into threes, and Rebecca Gibney had gone out from $1.30, I think, to about $2.50. I thought, geez, I'm nervous here. Anyway, I still thought I'll get this over the line, and I went to Mum and Dad's that night, and Mum asked, we had dinner Sunday night at the folks. Mum said, do you want to watch the Logies? And I'm one of three boys, and none of us would ever watch the Logies, but she loved it. I said, you know what, Mum? I will watch. Let's watch it together. And it went longer.
What a good son. What a good son.
I didn't tell her about the bet. I didn't tell her about the bet. She'd have a heart attack. So, anyway, watching it throughout the night. And it goes for longer than the Brownlow medals. I think it was about 11 o'clock, and trying to keep my eyes open. Anyway, about to announce it, I'm sweating bad. Mum said, you all right? I said, yeah, I'm just getting a bit tired and all this. And anyway, the winner is Ray Maher.
Oh, no.
Bloody hell.
Oh, I felt sick.
Disgraceful.
Go home. I said, Mum, can I just sleep in my old room?
And is the punt under control for you now, Dave?
Oh, listen to you.
Yeah, it's very composed now, mate.
Well done.
I'm in punters clubs, but I would never dream of having $1,000. It's the first and last $1,000 bet I would ever have.
Well, you can probably thank Rebecca Gibney for that. Yeah. You can thank her for... Actually, no, you can thank social media and online voting, because you might have got hooked in. So well done.
One last question. What was the old bloke paying? You know.
He came in from.
He came in for 8 or 12 or something to $3.50.
So those boys have got on.
Plunged him.
They've got on at 12s and gone
They
large.
cleaned up.
Plunged him.
That's so good. I love those blokes. I love those blokes so much.
And Beck Gibney's still.
That's so good.
And Beck Gibney's still in a fetal position, so she's still having nightmares.
She's never worked since.
Good on you, Dave. You're a star, mate.
Oh my God.
And go Pies.
Go Pies.
Righto, mate.
Good
Thank
man.
you.
Go Pies.
Hey, guess what? It's time to spin the wheel.
No, we've got some feedback.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
Gee whiz. Right.
Wow, what are you doing?
Well, I've already looked up my Beatles. Joke.
No, this is third man. This is third man's time to shine.
It's my time to shine, my time in the sun. Okay, a couple of weeks ago, Marko, you described Liz Hurley as your perfect woman, with the exception of Trish, of course.
No, I'm not sure about that.
No. Trish comes in second behind.
Mate,
Okay.
Trish understands.
But all wives understand that.
With Trish
All
understands.
wives know.
What world are you living in?
All wives know that we're with them, but there are 2 or 3 in the world that if it ever came up, that they'd go, no problem, have a go, and then make sure you come
I'm
up.
not sure Trish is in on that, but...
That's just our little fancy.
Yeah.
Well, we had some people who had some thoughts on who they would think is their perfect woman as well.
right.
John Willowwhite has said Shania Twain.
Shania Twain.
In her heyday, absolute goddess.
Yeah, okay.
In
her prime.
In her prime.
Yeah.
Do you know the story of her with her husband and how they got divorced and then married again?
No.
So I think her husband and her divorced, and they then married the people the other two each divorced.
Are you joking?
No, that's what happened.
That's all. That's in Sunbury term called a switcheroo.
Wow.
And switcheroos were common in Sunbury back in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
I actually had a mate whose parents divorced and separated and married their neighbours.
You're joking.
Each one.
Jeez.
Yeah, there was a professional golfer, and I think I'm happy to say his name.
Brad?
No, Leith Wassell.
Oh, Leith.
You know
I
Leith
played
Wassell.
with Leith
Yeah.
in the Ararat Open,
Leith
in the
Wassell.
Ararat Pro-Am.
Mate, he was a good player.
Great-
One of the
great
best putters you've ever seen in your life.
You know what I said to him on the opening tee? Because I went up there with Roger David and Dad in the plane. I said, so what do you do? And he goes, I play golf. I said, what are you off? It's the first one I ever played him. Yeah, so Leith Wassell.
Anyway, he and his caddy, they had a punch-up, and that was it for the relationship. And then they ended up breaking up from their wives, both player and caddy, and then they...
Switcheroo.
Switcheroo.
Yeah.
I think it's all happy to this day.
In fact, if you've got a switcheroo story, we want to hear about it because they're actually some of them are
legitimate.
but some of them are genuinely a good heartfelt story.
Yeah,
some
that's
in
right.
tears, no doubt, but there's some good ones out there too.
And I think they still get along.
Yeah.
They still go out together and
God.
stuff.
Yeah. Kingfisher 88 has said Jennifer Aniston.
Yep.
In her prime.
Yeah, absolutely.
In fact, let's just say all these women in their prime.
Yeah.
Okay.
And men.
That's it.
Any particular men?
No, for the women who send in their messages as well. So George Clooney, not now, but George Clooney
He's
20
prime.
years ago.
He's a pretty good-looking dude now.
I know, but 20 years ago, he was better. We're all better when we're younger.
Yeah.
What about Brad Pitt? I reckon he looks better now.
Oh, Brad Pitt's been good all the way through.
He's a good-looking rooster.
Oh, he's a rooster.
Oh, I think you're right. You know, when he was in Thelma and Louise, he was just a young punk.
He's 11.
But now he's better looking now than he was in Thelma and Louise. I agree with you.
He's ridiculously good-looking for a bloke his age. It's just insane.
Yeah. And he's had a crack at life.
Yeah.
It's not as if he's been sitting in the corner in a humidity crib.
Yeah.
Like he's been.
What's a humidity
I
crib?
don't know.
Mick Golfer 4 has said, what about Kate Winslet?
What, from Titanic?
Yeah.
Next.
Oh, wow. Okay. Goods Thing 28 has said Jennifer Love Hewitt. Hoodie's Hats agrees Jennifer Aniston. And Wayne has said Rona Mitra. I don't know who Rona Mitra is.
Oh,
Can we look up Rona Mitra, please?
Rhona Mitra.
I-
Mitra.
I back ourselves in to make these deliberations.
Sure.
Hang on.
I've never heard of her.
How do you spell her name again?
Rhona Mitra. Mitra.
Yes, well done, sir.
Yeah, tick.
Well, who was that?
Very good.
That's Wayne.
Wayne, well done to you, sir.
Who is she, though? What's she been in?
She's
Who
not,
cares?
she could be out of Game of Thrones.
I don't care what she's done.
I have never heard of that person. And one final one, good choice with Liz Hurley, aging like a fine bottle of red.
Oh, yes.
I used to be on Jennifer Aniston, but now I'm on Gal Gadot. Is that how you say it? Gadot? Gal Gadot?
Gadot.
How we
Gal
spelling that?
Gadot for me. She oozes sex appeal and has a lovely smile.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah, Gal Gadot's beautiful.
Yeah, she was in one of the Marvel movies, I think.
Yeah, she was.
Oh, yeah, yep. Week or two, you guys were talking about stupid stuff you did when you were kids. Duncan wrote in. Duncan said, I once thought it'd be really funny to put a skyrocket in a mate's back pocket, light it, and watch him crap his pants when it took off.
So good.
Very funny. The thing is, it didn't take off. It just burnt a huge hole in his butt. Still funny, as we watched him run across the oval with what looked like fire shooting out of his ass. That's actually very funny. Oh, we don't condone it, but it's funny.
No, I do.
Okay. Stuart said, hey, boys, when it comes to stupid things I've done when I was young, it's tough to look past my first marriage. But also jumping off Dad's garden shed to the Hills hoist to see how many spins I'd get is a close second.
God.
0 injuries despite the steel cable. Wow.
You know what we used to do as well? We used to put the trampoline beside the pool.
Oh, yeah.
Beside the out-of-ground pool.
Out-of-ground pool. Like, you look
Crazy
back at
stupid
it.
stuff.
And then what we used to do, just to even mix it up a bit more, was put dishwashing detergent on the trampoline so that when you're running and jumping in, you'd slip and slide and just go bang, crash.
Yeah, sorry.
Ugh.
Yeah, you'd be silly not to.
Oh, of course.
You got to really find out who is the best at doing it.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to bring the mood down, but there's a whack.
Ooh,
Let's
it's coming
go.
my way. I can
This
feel
is
it.
from Ben.
Benny boy.
Ben White. Hey, boys, it's Sambuca, not Zambuca.
Are you sure about that, Ben?
Well, you spell it Sambuca, but everybody says Zambuca.
Yeah, but
That's
you
right.
guys, when you said it on the pod a couple of weeks ago, you said Z starts with a. You said starts with a Z.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Well, it's always called, if I'm having Zambucas, you can imagine how blind I am.
Yeah.
So I'm just always sort of a Zambuca.
Yeah.
Well, Ben's a.
Well, thanks, Ben.
Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, thanks for picking it
And
up.
do you like the white Zambuca or do you like the black Zambuca?
I don't care. I just give
Once
it
you're
to
in
me.
Zambuca mood, you just give it to me in a
let's
funnel.
go.
Give
Let's
it to
go.
me in a funnel.
Let's go.
Mick's also said, this is different Mick, white Sambuca with a few coffee beans in the shot glass was a great way to catch up if you were a little bit late to the party.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. With coffee beans.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, all right.
Now, speaking of wax, we had a lot of feedback on sound designer Daz's new car and the Mo.
Mate, it's like Magnum driving 007's car.
It was Magnum.
It's a combination.
Jules has said, no to the Mo, but yes to the car.
Yeah, the car's good. The car
car
is actually looks good.
Gorgeous.
Wayne has said he looks like Mario, like Mario from Mario Kart.
He does.
he
He
does.
very much like Mario.
Yep.
Robin has said, looks very Oleg Markov.
Oh, yes, from Collingwood, yes, very much so. Without the sporting ability.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, with zero sporting ability.
Yep.
Yes.
Alice said Daz needs to take a good long hard look at himself. And last word on this one from Brett McKenzie. Brett McKenzie said, how about 007 flog?
Oh, there you go. There you go. All right, time to spin the wheel. All right, what's it landed on?
You're not going to believe it.
Please tell me.
Beatles
A
jokes.
Beatles joke. All right, you can do it. You love
Luckily,
the Beatles.
I've got a couple.
Oh, you got a couple up your sleeve.
Yeah, there was a Beatles meeting.
Really?
Yep. And Paul said, any ideas on the ending for Hey Jude? And John said, nah. George said, nah. And Ringo said, nah.
No.
I mean, it's funny, but it's almost signposted, isn't it?
Next one.
All right, if you didn't like that one, how did Red Bull break up the Beatles?
I don't know. How did Red Bull break up the Beatles?
It gave McCartney wings.
That's good. It's better.
Righto, we'll see you next week, boys.
Thanks for listening to Ox and Marko and being part of the Couple of Blokes, Couple of Beers family. We always love you getting involved, so follow us on social media, let us know any comments or thoughts you have, and leave a voicemail anytime on the website, coupleofblokes, Thanks to the team at E&S Trading, they are fantastic, and their new clearance centre in Melbourne on Dandenong Road, Clayton, right opposite IKEA, is absolutely next level. Definitely worth checking out. Couple of Blokes, Couple of Beers, executive producer is Dan Bradley at Kaizen Media, and sound design by Darryl Misson at loudzebra.com.